stuck. We completed that off-cycle request to let the credit bureau know that we've got everything updated. So they've taken all of the actions that had been requested, and we are reinvestigating the case.
All right. What I'm trying to figure out is someone had called me 2 weeks ago, and they told me the reason why the fraud claim was denied was because of those exact charges that you guys are crediting on there. Basically, he told me that I'd have to pay because um, the card was paid on, and merchants had credited me that weren't supposed to charge the card in the first place. Um, how that happened, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, how a mistake like that could happen. I mean, but she said it was a machine, a computer error, right?
I don't know. I didn't get that deep into it. I was just reading the notes that she had left from today.
Um, okay, because it doesn't make any sense to me, like how, yeah, I mean, an error like that could be made and then reported over to the credit bureau, which made me look like something that I'm not.
Right. And if, because I'm stating if, I haven't gone digging yet, if that is what happened, then when we have our review board look at this again, they should be able to see that and reverse the decision and take it off completely. I mean, we've got a bunch of credits and stuff that have been moved over, so, I mean, it seems like that supports what you're saying.
The supervisor knows better, is more informed about the situation than you are right now, right?
Nope, I understand. I'm just waiting for somebody to respond to me. I've put a message out to the entire department for anybody available. But to be completely honest, day after holiday, they could be in meetings and all kinds of things. Now, have you checked? Is your voicemail full?
I didn't even check. I didn't even check the voicemail. I didn't even
So
check the
did you
voicemail.
just
I turned
see
around.
that the call came through?
Yeah, I saw the call.
Like, did it not pop?
Yeah, I saw a call came through. I just wanted to.
Because this is the unfortunate part is the phone tag portion of the supervisor call. Because if they call and you don't answer, they don't keep calling. They did their due diligence in making that outbound call, and then they just stop until you call and request it again. So
No, they
hopefully
called.
somebody will
They
respond
called
to
it.
me.
They called it 12:28. I called them back by one. I called back by 1:15. I had I let the phone. I was letting the phone charge, and I had missed a call by like 35 minutes. Um, Plus, I work. So I got this machine that I'm working on. I'd have to work on it outside. So having the phone out there and letting it go dead would have just been like, you know, I brought it inside to let it charge. Um, I just want to confirm. I just want to confirm with them, like, uh, that they did go ahead and explain what they explained to me to Experian or to whoever else.
I still haven't gotten a response back from anybody in the department that could take this call, unfortunately. We could try doing another request to see if somebody will give you a call back, but you got to keep an eye on that phone because they're not going to keep trying.
Yeah, I wish that they would, especially if they, would go to the credit bureau and do what they did in error. I hope I'd be somewhat important.
Well, I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying that these things.
Yeah, I
This is the
understand that.
process.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to set the proper expectation so that if they do call you back, you're paying attention and looking for it. The unfortunate thing is I can't say exactly when it will be when they do call you. Somebody will call you. I just can't say if it's going to be in the next hour, if it'll be today or tomorrow.
Well, the phone's charged. I'll be waiting. I mean, I will be waiting.
I got a supervisor.
Okay.
Woohoo! Good. So give me just one moment, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna place you on hold while I get us connected.
Hi, good afternoon. Dr. Supervisor in the Investigations Unit. To whom am I speaking to?
O'Rain M. Cornish Jr.
And Shelly said that you wanted to speak with one of us?
Yes. Yes.
The floor is yours. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, when the incorrect information was reported to Experian from Discover. Like, I had told Discover about the situation like more than one time, and I told Experian that the information was incorrect. And then I got
I do know that you spoke to Shelby. She's
Right.
another supervisor in this department. It looks like she followed up on your account to put through to help with the cycle to complete the push for the information to their credit bureaus, and she did that today.
Right. Okay. What I'm trying to figure out is, like, how could, like, is the computer system is the one that reported that does the reports to the credit bureau? Like, I guess.
I'll be honest with you, being in the fraud department, I'm not too sure how that works. I've not been, if you will, trained on that. That's more of our customer service center. But we do know with anything in the fraud department, I can speak on my department's behalf. If anytime something is negative towards the credit bureau due to a fraud situation, we are able to go in and do the actions that Shelby did to make sure it does not affect you if it is fraud related. Now, how the systems or timeframes work, I'll be honest with you, I don't have the job knowledge there.
All right, because they were Discover Card was charging me for credits that companies made to the account and for payments that were made to the account. They put those up as debt, and then they called me and said that the fraud case was not valid.
Restarted?
Yeah, because of the credits that were made to the account.
Okay.
So
let me ask you this, like kind of like the end question. What is it that you're looking to have a one call, one resolution today? Like what is it that you're looking for to resolve today?
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out like how that information, how could information like that be reported to the credit bureau and that was inaccurate? And then the same inaccurate.
The credit reporting agencies if something goes delinquent. So if something, was it that a payment wasn't made that they're saying on your end, but you're saying you weren't going to make a payment because it was due to fraud? Am I understanding correctly?
No. What I'm saying is, how could payments be reported to the credit bureau as debt?
That's what I'm saying. The only time payments would be considered as debt is if those payments were returned. But when you're saying payments, I don't think me and you are using the same definitions. So when you say payments, are you talking about like a physical payment towards an account from a bank account? Or are you saying from merchants making a charge on your credit card?
Both.
Okay. Well, payment, when you make a payment towards your credit card company that comes directly from your bank account, the only way that's going to go into a debit is if it gets returned and you didn't have the funds. Now, within the debit from a merchant, the only way that would go delinquent is if that you are held responsible for the fraud charges and you're not making a payment towards that debt. If I'm not answering your question, I apologize, but maybe you would need to rephrase.
How is it that payments that were made to the account, like she said that they were all jammed up in the system, so the system didn't know that they were payments or credits, and instead made it look like they were charges?
The only way that could happen is if somehow the system processes it as a charge and not as a payment coming from a, like, not recognizing it as a payment. Sometimes if it gets moved to one account to another, it could be done as a debit, but then that's an easy correction that we can make. So is that what happened in your situation that was explained to you by Shelby?
Something like that, yeah. The system.
So yeah, I mean, you know, things like that can happen, but that doesn't mean that it can't be an easy fix like what Shelby did for you.
It's not an easy fix right now, but
Okay.
So.
Or let me rephrase myself. It's a correction that we can identify and get it corrected.
The thing had already been reported more than one time to the credit bureau, and I kept on going ahead and contacting you guys about it and the credit bureau.
Are you trying to, if I may ask, because I do know with the credit bureau sometimes it's very time sensitive. Are you doing this because you're trying to apply for a home or a car loan, or is it time sensitive?
Yeah, it was. There was something that I wanted to be prepared for. And now it's all
okay.
It's all.
Well, if that's the case, we work very well with the credit bureaus and with your lender or your, if you're refinancing at home or the dealership or whatever you're trying to purchase, you could actually have them call and request documentation to confirm that that should not be on your credit report and it shouldn't go against you during your loan process. But other than that, I mean, what Shelby did for you is accurate. I looked at what she did, and she did help speed up the process, but it can take time to get updated through the credit bureau. But that doesn't mean that we can't work with whoever you're trying to do business with to make sure they know it doesn't impact you in the meantime.
In the situation with there was a lady I had spoken to before. Again, she had said that the reason why the claim was denied was because of those exact charges or exact credits, because of those credits. And when I tried to explain to her, instead of her like helping me, she hung the phone up on me.
Okay. No, I do apologize for that, and I could definitely go back and listen to the calls and do some coaching opportunities. But I think I just need a little bit more information from you if you need me to assist you with that. When you say they were declined, what was declined?
The fraud claim.
Okay. So basically you were held responsible for the charges you were disputing as fraud.
Right.
And you wanted it, so he was going over the reasons with you why that you were declined to the reassertion.
Right, and the reason was just these exact same charges that were errors, as I said to her.
Gotcha. Hold on, let me look at the claim. Give me 1 second. Yeah, to what it shows, that the details that came back to us from some of the merchants came back under your information. With the charges that you were disputing as fraud, was there any type of document or anything to show that these charges weren't yours?
The lady that I had spoken to, like, this is why I wanted to speak to someone who actually was affiliated with the situation already. She said that the people that put the money on the card had my information, and I was trying to tell her they put money on the card. I didn't charge anything with them. They weren't supposed to even have my information.
Hold on. And I'm sorry, and was there a police report filed?
A what?
Was there a police report filed? I'm looking it up. I'm just asking you because to be quicker. Oh wait, yeah, you did file a police report. What did the detective do for you in this case?
Nothing. Nothing was done.
Gotcha. Because I do show that, you know, we did go over the reasons that we held you responsible. I mean, you can definitely ask to have this reinserted. We would just need some information.
This is what I'm saying.
To confirm
like right now, it's like I'm talking to you, and like I think it's being rushed. You guys made. Hold on. Just hold on.
Have me all day.
You guys made an error that is connected to every last thing you're saying right now. And like,
what is the error that's connected?
What'd you say?
What is the error?
Was the information that was reported to the credit bureau accurate?
Was the information that got reported to the credit bureau accurate?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. We're jumping conversations here. So did you want to talk about the reassertion?
I asked you this question, right? And instead you answered. You asked me the same question.
Okay.
But you already went ahead and said that the information was incorrect. It was being corrected. So the information sent to the credit bureau by Discover was inaccurate.
Okay. To what I show that when you spoke to Shelby, she said that she was going to go ahead and give you credit for the merchant refund payments that were that were completed off the cycle date. And so she was going to send that to the credit bureau to get corrected. Am I not understanding this correctly?
So the information that was sent to the credit bureau for the past couple of months has been incorrect. Correct?
Okay, but that's what I'm asking you, sir. I can't answer that without getting some more. Were you delinquent at one time? Was it a delinquency?
No.
Okay, listen, let me just say one thing. You got to have patience with me because I've never reviewed your account before. You asked for a supervisor. I was the only supervisor available. So I apologize if you keep having to repeat yourself, but just keep in mind.
Hold on.
Previously, that's why I have a lot of questions to make sure I'm answering you correctly. So I appreciate your patience.
Nah, that's cool.
When Shelby was going to send this to you, to the credit bureau to get corrected, was it due to, she said it was due to the off cycle. Is that due to a delinquency?
No. That was due to errors made inside of the computers, inside of Discover computer system or whatever she told me. Wouldn't it be better to just have, just to have someone who's affiliated with what's going on to go ahead and call me?
Yeah, let me go ahead and see what's going on here because, like I said, all I know is when we update the credit bureau due to a delinquency. But if she's talking about other cycle dates, I don't know. And like you said, if I can't go off with something wrong in the computer, I need more information than that. And I know that's not on your part, and she probably didn't explain it to you, but we need more from me because me and you will just be button heads. So let me go ahead and make a couple phone calls and see if I can get someone else to call you to go over this with you.
Somebody knows what's going on.
I think I was the one that called you earlier to return your call. Was that the best number? Because I think it said the voicemail wasn't set up. Do you just want us to continue with that number?
They had you call me. You're the one that called.
I was the one that call you today, correct?
All right. And so all right.
Because
Okay. If you're the one that called me, if
Uh-huh.
you're the one that called me, for how many months? I'm just saying, how many months have I said that the information from Discover was incorrect on my credit file, right? And I'm trying to figure out like how they just realized now that it was, right?
Okay. And I understand that, but you spoke to Emma, and I'm Emma's supervisor, but I'm not the supervisor you spoke to previously. So I don't want to give you wrong information. I don't feel comfortable. So let me go ahead and let me talk to the other supervisors you spoke to, and one of us will give you a call back once I look at this a little bit further.
You
Because
said,
when I called you, I was just repeating what the previous supervisor did for you is update the credit bureau. But what the details of that, I don't know. And I don't want to sit here and make up things or, I don't know the answers that you're looking for. So let me do some research.
and let me ask you one more. Let me ask you one more question. There's a reason, like I have to stay on top of this, just to make sure I'm not.
I understand.
What is the amount that was credited to the account by Shelly or Shelby?
It looks like she misposted. Do you have something to write with, or give me a minute? Do you want them individually?
You could just tell me the number.
Well, okay. So let me add them up because there's a couple of them. So hold on, give me 1 second. Let me get a calculator. And she says these were credits or debits that she was giving you.
Credits.
They were credits? Okay. I just see the money movement, so if that was something, because nothing probably posted quite yet, so just give me 1 second. So she did an 89.21. 232. Thanks for your patience just a moment. Like I said, sir, these are amounts that, hold on, I can't, because she just moved them, so I can't tell if they're debits or credits quite yet.
What was your name again?
There's a lot of different amounts she moved around, so give me 1 second.
Okay, that's cool. What was your name again?
Mindy?
Mindy. Okay.
Yeah.
If
So just hold on a second. Okay. I don't think these are all credits. I think some of them are debits that she was moving to, so I don't want to give you incorrect information. So just 1 second, bear with me. Okay, it looks like she did. Hold on, I'm just thinking out loud. So it looks like there was a $27.55 for AutoZone. That was a credit. And then there was let's see here.
can you have a supervisor that's from the same one call me again that did everything?
Yeah, I was going to offer that, sir.
I'd appreciate
That's
it.
why I was asking if that was a good phone number for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to do the bookkeeping on this because it's not a simple. There's a lot of bookkeeping with this. So let me go ahead and make a couple phone calls and have one of us give you a call back.
All right, thank you.
But again, is that the best phone number for you? And what's the best time? Because we all work different hours.
Anytime.
I'm sorry?
Anytime.
Anytime? Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.